no, I think everybody wants to change their life, and there's all these videos online of like, I changed my life in a year, and I was on self-improvement for 180 days, whoa, and they get so many views, it's actually crazy, just because they're showing the people at the bottom what it's like to be at the top, and they all watch that because they like seeing the achievements at the top. And I had a pretty good year last year. I went from being something nobody can even recognize as being me, being someone people actually like respect, like some people actually respect. Maybe you don't respect me, but, and just like the people who make those cringe accomplishment videos, I put in the work, and nobody likes to show you the dark sides of the work. They always show you the accomplishments and the cool things, but the dark side doesn't get hella views like the cool accomplishments and the shiny watch and the car do. And so this video probably won't either, but if something's gonna be different this time, if you're gonna change your life, if something's gonna be different, then what are you going to do differently? And I find that so weird that like nobody thinks like this, because learning and growing and changing is really just being in the same situation but having a different reaction to the situation. So if you always come home and you fap right away, and you always break your nose for a fap streak when you come home from school because you're tired and lethargic and you don't really want to do your workout right now, then taking that same situation, because you have that like every day, coming home and instead taking a cold shower, disciplining yourself to do it, and that wakes you up, and then you don't want to fap anymore. That's learning. That's progress. That is change. That's how you get better. And so, yeah, I changed as a person. I'm way bigger now. But really, I changed my life by changing how I live. And then that made me into the person that I wanted to be. If nothing changes, then nothing changes. And so, you already know what you need to change to like become who you want to be. You're just like coping over it, and you're like, oh no, I don't know what I need to change. But that one thing that you're like brushing away right now, the sugary treat that you eat every day, probably should call somebody out, but, and you're just like, oh, no, it's okay actually, because sugar's a little bit good for you, because if you eat just a good amount of time, no, shut up bro, you're just coping. You're coping for a reason, you need to change it. So, yeah. Really, the only reason to learn from me and not those like cringe accomplishment videos is because I'm not very far ahead of you. I'm only like 1 year ahead of you, maybe just a couple months, or maybe you're ahead of me, I don't really know. But I know the struggles you're going through because I just went through them, and I know the struggles you're going to go through because I'm going through them now. And so I have like a first-hand account. The people, like I said in the intro, this isn't one of those BS like, I accomplished so much this year and I took cold showers for 180 days. It's not one of those videos because they can't tell you that after the first year you'll have achieved so much when really you just achieved so fucking little, bro. I thought I achieved so much after the first year, but really I did not achieve anything. And just like, for some reason I think I'm so great. Like the last 5 posts on my community tab have been about my accomplishments, but I'm not that great. I went from 0 to 1, but I'm trying to get to 100, so that's really nothing in the grand scheme of things. And if you're trying to have exponential growth, and I'm trying to reach the big goals that I want to achieve, like 100k subs or 59,900 fly, which are on my wall right behind my phone, then I have to have exponential growth. I've been thinking, like, in January, I was thinking that to have another good year, all I have to do is copy last year. But if last year I was like this, if like exponential growth is like this, and last year I was this first little bit, then if I keep copying that year, even if I have a year that's only as good as that year, then this is my graph of progress. If I want to have exponential growth, I have to change things. We have to get better to go like that. And if I want to achieve my goals that are here, by then, I'm not going to achieve that going like that. So I have to change things. It hit me recently that I got so complacent after the first year, and you're gonna get this too, that you're gonna get a massive rut after the first year, and you're gonna think like, oh, it's not that hard to just go another year and the second year. It should be, because you're supposed to be getting better. If I don't change something, then nothing will change. And so recently I've picked up some really great habits right here on my habit tracker behind you, and there's gonna be some massive progress soon because of the massive changes that I'm making. So if you know me in person, watch out. But what are you gonna change? Whatever it is, make it happen.